This is Neil Schneider for MTBS-TV at UOIT's Immersive Technology Game Jam. These poor gamers have been, I shouldn't say poor gamers, but they've been hard at work for the past 48 hours straight, which is a real victory that they've been awake that long. But nonetheless, joining me to my immediate left is Gary Ng, president of UOIT's Game Development Society. Welcome to the program, Gary.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
Indeed. I mean, you guys obviously had a lot of fun. So tell us a little bit about Game Development Society. What do you guys do?
Sure. So the Game Development Society is pretty much an on-campus society we have, and it's pretty much for UOIT game development students as well as pretty much anyone that's interested in game development. So we hold weekly sessions as well as events such as game jams. We hold trips to Montreal International Game Summit for MIGs and so on.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. So have you been playing with the Rift and other VR technologies before? Is this the first time you've been dealing with this stuff?
Yeah, so at least for me, this is the first time I've been using the Oculus Rift, so it's kind of been a new experience for me.
What are your thoughts so far?
It's pretty cool. The resolution's not as good as I want it to be, but it's still a pretty cool thing. I feel like maybe give it another year or two, it'll be really, really amazing. Actually,
it'll happen faster than that, I'm sure of it. But nonetheless, so you've got this wonderful team behind you. Maybe you could introduce your team?
Sure. So behind me are the other teammates we have. So we have Miranda, Aaron, Albert, and Brandon. So pretty much throughout these last 2 days, we've been working together on this game we have.
Okay, so tell us about the game.
Great. So the game we have is called Bird Dog Mysteries, and pretty much this game uses the Oculus Rift to kind of have you explore this island. So essentially what we wanted to do was we wanted to make a game that takes advantage of the Oculus Rift's unique capabilities. So we wanted to be able to kind of explore the world and just kind of look at things from a different perspective. So we kind of made more of an artistic game. We're just kind of explore around, and everything's kind of up to you. And there's no HUDs, so everything's diegetic, and it's just kind of a thing where you just explore and see what goes on.
What was the name of the game?
Bird Dock Mysteries.
Bird Dock?
Bird Dock.
Okay. So what's the premise of the game?
We have a bird and we have a dock.
It's only been 48 hours, so don't be so hard on yourself. So go ahead.
No, literally, we have a bird and we have a dock. So we're like Bird Dog Mysteries.
Okay, what does this bird do?
It flies around.
That's the mystery.
Okay, that's the mystery. All right, well, let's see if we can get this mystery solved. So why don't you show us the game in action?
Okay, so pretty much you pretty much play as yourself, essentially. You're put into this island and you're wearing the Rift and you just walk around. So starting area, we have a dock and we have a bird that's flying around. So this bird, so really, like I said before, we don't really have anything in this game in terms of how to guide your player explicitly. So it's pretty much up to the player's interpretation of what things are going on in the game. So obviously the first thing that's very obvious to see is that bird that's kind of flying around. Some people are wondering, what is this bird? Like, where's it going? You may kind of want to track it down kind of thing.
It's like Dear Esther on a budget.
Kind of, yeah. So we want to just kind of make more of an exploration game, because a lot of our old GDW games have always been try to aim for that more action-packed kind of thing. So with this kind of game, with the Oculus Rift, we want to do something a bit more different, which is just kind of more of exploration-based and just kind of see what the world is kind of like.
So are there any objectives, any goals to meet?
Kind of. So pretty much what happens is, as you progress through the level, you'll trigger certain points where the bird will actually start flying around and go to different areas. So the idea is pretty much you follow the bird and you kind of just see where it goes kind of thing. I won't spoil the ending, because that wouldn't be fun.
But it has an ending, yes?
It does have an ending. It does have an ending. So as you kind of explore, it's kind of an empty island, but there was a dock, and then there was a bunch of trees, and then you'll kind of explore around, you'll find certain things. So we're actually reaching up to a point now where you're about to see a camp. So then this camp, obviously, it looks like it's kind of in disarray. So there's a camp that's half buried, the tent itself's half buried in the snow. We have, if you can go closer to the fire there, yeah. So we have a little carriage thing that's also kind of in the snow, and everything just kind of looks like it's been deserted. So there's kind of a sense that there was humans that have lived here at one point. Maybe they still do, maybe they don't. It's part of the mystery. Yeah.
Wonderful. Good. Thanks so much.
We have a cave too.
Wait. You have a cave in the game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so pretty much we have two main areas within the game itself. So the first area is kind of like the frozen tundra area, kind of where you're outside in the island. And then we have a second area. Once you actually find the bird again, it'll lead you into the cave, which is kind of like a secondary area where we have.
How much playtime do you think you could get out of this?
Really, it's an exploration game, so if you want straight to the end, it's not too much. But then if you actually took your time to explore, like we have random doodads that are kind of scattered around for you to kind of look for. So if you look for everything, you can probably play for a decent amount of time. I don't know how long it would be, but a decent amount of time.
Good stuff.